Hello everyone, it's Jonathan here, founder of Driving Academy, and in today's video we're going to be talking about how long does it actually take to get a CDL license in the year of 2021. So if you're looking to get a CDL license now, one of the main questions that you have is, hey, how long is this process really going to take? So this is a difficult question because most of the time it determines on you. If you are 100% committed into this project, and you want to get this done as fast as possible, we've seen people do it as fast as 4 weeks. But that means there's a lot of work coming from your end. In realistic terms, most people who are looking to come into school full-time will take about 6 weeks to complete. People who choose to come in part-time will take 12 weeks or longer. But the cool thing is, when it comes to coming here at Driving Academy, you get to pick your schedule, so you get to pick how fast or how slow you would like to go through this process. So let's kind of walk through the steps that you're going to need to know in order to kind of speed up or slow down the process, so you know exactly what are the steps you need to be taken, so you know how long it can actually take. So first thing first, you want to make sure that you're eligible to get a CDL license. So if you're looking to get a CDL license, you got to fit this criteria. You're going to want to make sure you have a valid driver's license. It cannot say probationary on it. You're going to want to make sure that you're over the age of 18 years old. You want to make sure that you have a social security card or a social security number. And you want to make sure that you are healthy enough to pass a DOT physical. If you check all those boxes, then you get to move on to the next step. The next step is to get that DOT physical done. Now, depending on the doctor that you do use, some DOT doctors need an appointment, which means that that's going to add some time to it. If you're a student here, you have access to our doctor who does not need an appointment. You can walk in anytime and get your DOT physical done, which will speed up your process. The next step from there is you're going to have to pass a few written tests to get yourself a CDL permit. Now, depending on the state that you're in, this can change on timing, right? So during COVID, a lot of these states around the country went to online appointments, which means what actually happened was that the actual number of people that they see per day dropped. So I know it's kind of weird, they try to make it more efficient, but it actually is less efficient. So say they were able to see 300 people a day, now with this online appointment system, they're only able to see 200 people a day. So what do you think that happens to appointments? They get stretched out. And if you're living in the state of New Jersey, that's actually what's happening now. So when it comes to actually getting your CDL permit in the state of New Jersey, it is a two-step process. Step number one, you have to make an online appointment to purchase your CDL permit. Step number two, you're going to have to make another appointment just to take the written test itself. Now, the hardest one to make an appointment currently is to find an appointment for the written test, which means if you are looking to get this thing started, make the appointment right now to actually purchase the permit, so then once you have the permit, you can schedule to take the written test. If you're in a state that does not require online appointments and you can just walk in, this timeline will happen much quicker, where you can purchase the permit and in many cases take the test the same exact day. All you have to do is wait in the long lines that DMVs are known for. So that's probably going to be the longest time period depending on the state that you're in, right? So currently in the state of New Jersey, what we tell people to do is if there's no dates available, that means they have not released more dates in the future. But also we advise you to check on a daily basis, because sometimes people do cancel appointments and you can get lucky. You can get an appointment for tomorrow or for next week. As long as you're flexible and willing to drive. The cool thing is the state of New Jersey is not that big, which means within about a 2-hour drive, you can pretty much get anywhere in the state. And 2 hours of your time of driving is definitely worth not waiting a month or a couple weeks, right? So that's a decision for you. The next part is to pass the 2.5 hour long road test, right? So if you were a student here, this is how the process would work. You would come in, you would enroll with our school, we would start getting you ready to pass the written test. When you enroll with our school, we're actually going to set up the appointment with you to purchase the permit so we can get the ball rolling. Now remember, that first appointment is just to purchase your CDL permit. That does not mean you're going to be taking the test then. Which means once you purchase the permit, you actually start training in our classroom, as you can see right over here. That classroom is going to be designed to get you ready to pass the written exams. And if you're going to go for a CDL, you got to pass a minimum of 3 different tests. Once you actually purchase the permit, then we schedule you to actually take the written test itself. So then by the time you are done with the training in the classroom, you're ready to go and take the test and everything lines up perfectly. Once you actually have your permit and you pass the test the first time because you studied very hard and you did exactly what we told you to do, Then we move on to the yard training, and this is what the yard looks like. This is where you actually get the real fun. You get to learn how to drive, you get to learn how to do pre-trip inspection, you get to learn how to park, and this is where you actually get to touch, feel, and get into these trucks. So this training itself, from there, once you get your permit, we control the rest of it, right? So if you're going to another school that does not have the ability to actually give you the CDL road test like we do, then you're going to have to wait another backlog for a DMV to take the road test. But because you're coming to our school, we can actually give you the CDL road test because we're a third-party certified testing site, which means that we're going to be the ones training you and we're going to be the ones testing you, which means we have full control on when we test you, so we can make the timing work even better. I mean, if you are in a super rush, we have people who come in from out of state, and if they come in with their permit already, we have courses available where they can get in and out in 1 week's time. Now, this is not recommended for people who do not have any experience, but if you do have a lot of experience and you just kind of need a refresher to pass the road test itself, that could be a possible option for you. So I hope this kind of answered your question. Like I said again, if you're going to do this full time, on average it takes about 6 weeks to complete, and this is if you're starting from scratch. If you're looking to do it part-time is you get to pick your schedule, 4 hours a day. You get to pick either 1, 2, or 3 days a week, and then in that case it's going to be 12 weeks or longer, but you get to pick how fast or how slow you want to go. The cool thing about our school is we're open up 7 days a week, which means we can work around any kind of schedule that you do need. We offer payment plans as well. So if you are interested in learning more on how fast you want to get it, or if you just want to come on in for a school tour, give us a call, 908-525-3609, or check out our virtual school tour at cdldrivingacademy.com/tour. Again, that's cdldrivingacademy.com/tour. Thanks. Have a fantastic day. Hey, thank you so much for watching this video. If you like it, make sure you hit that like button. Also, subscribe to our channel. It's really going to help us out. Click on that button. And if you want to continue yourself on your road to freedom, here's more videos to watch. There's endless amounts. Hopefully we get to see each other one day very soon. Thanks.